Hello one and all, this is Nerdcraft here, bringing you game 3 out of 3 here on this best of 3. That's a lot of threes. So, here on the last game on MLG Metalopolis, might I add. And here spawning as our blue Terran on the northern position of Metalopolis is Rock's BratOK, and his opponent, the none other than the red Zerg himself, spawning on the eastern position is Morrow. So this is close air positions. All I have to say is finally like a map that is not huge, not so greatly macro orientated, because I am so those last two games were so freaking long. That's all I have to say. And as much as I love long macro games, sometimes it can be a kind of a hassle to they can sometimes be a bit of a hassle to cast. It's not that I hate them at all. No, it's just that I love them so much. You love to hate them is what I'm trying to I think what I'm trying to get back here. Anyway, here we got the barracks and the supply depot coming up for BratOK. Well, the supply depot is finished and the barracks is on its way. And not sure what Morrow is gonna. Why do I keep calling him Morrow? Not sure what Morrow is gonna do here. He is actually going to go for a 15 hatch. He did get the early scout. BratOK knows where Morrow is because of this Overlord. That's what you call them, an Overlord. So yes, there is the 15 hatch. It's like I'm some sort of prodigal god of StarCraft 2 or something. And I have no idea what BratOK could possibly do. Proxy 2 racks, a 2 racks. Actually, seeing a proxy 2 racks would be really cool. I mean, going for some knotted tactics right there, and actually a Hellion into Banshee. That's what I'm trying to say here. Hellion into Banshee. As you can see, the first two games completely fried my mind here. Hellion into Banshee would actually be very effective on this, considering it's close air. But if you do that Hellion, Morrow will most definitely expect the Banshee, as seeing how he has been doing it for the past two games, and BratOK is kind of known for doing that. It's a very common tactic nowadays too, to go Hellion. If you're going to go a more mech heavy style, to go Hellion into Banshee. It's very common. And the spawning pool is just about to finish for Morrow. Looks like BratOK was going to try and do that 2 racks bunker pressure, just at least the fake out. We do have a CC coming up. Here we go. Early expansion coming up from BratOK. Looks like we are deviating from some styles. Looks like he's just trying to fake out some sort of 2 racks pressure, but if we look here as to what Morrow knows, he knows actually very little, surprisingly. Okay, well, thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. That was weird. I just hate when you get that feeling where you're going to sneeze and it's like, okay, here it comes. Huh? Oh, well. So anyway, back to StarCraft 2. 2 queens coming up for Morrow, and if we look over here for BratOK, everything is just tip-top and ship-shape and dandy. We have just pretty much droning from each and every one of us, and Marines coming up, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm curious to see if BratOK could hold this off. The factory is coming up. These Zerglings are going to try and come up, try and get these scouts. Let's see what they saw. They saw the factory. Oh, they did see the command center. So tactic has been spoiled. My guess was that what BratOK was going to do is go into this Hellion, try and fake out that Banshee play, and try to get an overreaction from Morrow, and then take his natural. So he'd feel pretty secure. But now that Morrow actually saw that, I'm curious to see if he feels completely safe and he's making 10 drones. What am I talking about? This is Morrow we're talking about here. Wouldn't be surprised. At least he's not like Chef and makes half of his army, half of his supply worth of drones. Now Chef, he makes him lots of drones. Bunker is going to come up for BratOK. I don't know. No, probably does not suspect that he thinks there's any of those Zerglings saw the CC. And here we have Hellions coming out. So there are the Zerglings. And they definitely saw everything there. If we look over here, Lair is on its way, about halfway finished, and 3rd queen coming up. This is gonna be the creep queen, as I like to call it, and looks like we have a tech lab too. Ooh, oh, early Thors? Or possibly Blue Flame Hellion. But with an armory, that would be very interesting. What did
Our forces
no.
are under attack.
Their forces are under attack.
Our forces are under attack.
This is interesting. So we have a Baneling Nest and a Spine Crawler, as well as an Evo Chamber coming up for Mao's Morrow. But here we have an armory, a Tech Lab factory, and a reactor factory. So yes, we are going to go into Blue Flame Hellion. Not sure what the armory is for. Possibly going into a Thor. Heavy mech from BratOK. We're going into vehicle plating level 1. Gonna make this Thor very hefty. So we're going to Hellion Thor. This is the most interesting composition I think I've ever seen. I don't know what to say. There is a spire on its way. That rhyme. I don't know what to say. There is a spire on its way. I'm frickin' Dr. Seuss. So I'm guessing that BratOK, he knows that Morrow likes that Ling Baneling Mutalisk composition, so he is preemptively preparing for it by making it. I wonder if the Thor can fit through here. They're big boys. So there are a there are 6 Hellions right here with more Hellions right there, and looks like we are gonna see. It's gonna scout that third. And these Thors, I'm so interested to see what he's going to do with another factory. Huge mech play. So, I'm guessing just straight up mech. We're talking, not Suck, but what's his name? I can't remember his name, but the Panzer Master himself type style. Just mass type mech. The Thor can fit through there. So, this is actually going to be really good with this heavy Mutalisk composition that's coming up. This might be the very death of Morrow, because a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Mutalisks is just gonna spell horrendous amounts of pain. I can't wait to see it actually. I mean, we're gonna have fried Zerglings up on a Barbie, and we are gonna have just chunks of talking about a bad place for the Thors to be. There are, don't worry, BratOK did prepare, and he is gonna completely ignore the fact that those are there, because there is a Thor on its way. And the Mutalisks are coming in for here. He does see the Thors. They have been revealed. Just Marines, Blue Flame Hellions, and Thors. I think the coolest unit composition ever, because there's only 5 Marines. And that Spine Crawler went down pretty fast. And now here he comes. Here's the pressure. I wonder what Morrow is going to do. How is he going to react? He's making a lot of Zerglings, but, you know, newsflash for you, there are a lot of Hellions and a statue out here. SCVs too, 4 SCVs to hit that. Oh, here come the Zerglings, and the Mutalisk gonna magic box those Thors. Oh, everything is dead. Everything is dead. Those Thors are holding on though. Holy crap, they got a lot of kills. 8 and 7 kills for them apiece. But look at that big army switch right there. 2 more Thors and 2 more Hellions on their way, as well as SCVs. So looks like BratOK is actually gonna just stick with this, and why not? Look at that amount of damage he did. There was, I believe, 36 Zerglings being made, if I recalled right. About a good chunk of them were made into Banelings, and only that small, like the ones that are in yellow and red, were the only ones that survived. So there was a really good composition right there, and he did take out the Evo Chamber, so he did effectively deny upgrades. But 2 Evo Chambers are on their way. We do have Overlord speed, so we might see some sort of drop to, you know, respond to this overwhelmingly odd unit composition that BratOK has gone for. 2 more Thors. 5 Thors are going to soon be out. There's, okay, I was going to say he's cut Hellion production, but no, he has not. This third is going to come up. This is going to be great for the Mutalisks, but, you know, Mutalisks are still coming up. A lot of Zerglings, you know, see, the thing is going to be, it's going to come down to the micro. If BratOK is able to properly kite his Hellions alongside his Thors, so he's going to have to send his Hellions in first. The Hellions are basically going to be cannon fodder. The Hellions will be absorbing, while taking out Zerglings and Banelings, they will be effectively absorbing as well the attacks from the Mutalisk, baiting the Mutalisk into clumping up while the Thors effectively take them out. This is kind of what I see out of this strategy. And of course, since the Zerglings and Banelings will be clumping up, making huge lines, I mean, they kind of do run in a line, those Hellions can effectively take them down. Looks like the Thors aren't even going to move out with these Hellions. And instead they're going to wreak some havoc on that Zergling. And we have some more Zerglings on the way here. More Mutalisks. So, interesting enough, Morrow is making the kind of unit composition you don't want to have against Mass Thor and Hellion, which is very interesting. God, how much Thors are there? There are 6 Thors and 7 Hellions. And hopefully, BratOK can use this unit composition to its utmost importance. There is an infestation pit coming out, so we're going to see Neuroparasite fairly soon. And that's pretty much the only reason. But that is going to be a long research time. Pathogen Glands first, then Neuroparasite, because Neuroparasite takes a lot of energy. So hopefully this will be good effect. This is a good timing for BratOK right here. And he's going to take out those spine crawlers. There are no SCVs here repairing. And all these Banelings and Zerglings are going to come in. Hopefully they don't get the surround for BratOK's sake. They don't even take out a single Thor. And here they come. They're going to magic box that one Thor. But there are, oh my lord, look at all those Needless being taking huge damage. The Zerglings are getting surrounds on the Thors. There are 3 Thors in production right now. How is there 3 Thors on production right now? And these Hellions are doing crazy amount of damage. Unfortunately, not all of the Mutalisks were taken out. So, I don't know if BratOK should switch into some sort of more marine composition, but no, he's sticking with that Thor, as you can see, with 3 factories producing Thors. I'm guessing he just wants that critical mass of Thors where nothing matters anymore. Just the amount of Thors is gonna completely destroy. He's keeping up that pressure. His window of opportunity is very much closing, though. I mean, Pathogen Gland is halfway done, and once that's done, Neuroparasite is going to be on its way. And if I can find the infestation pit, Neuroparasite is a 110-second research time. That is a fairly long research time, but at the same time, once those investors are out, I mean, it's all over for BratOK. It comes down really very much to this. Hopefully he can take it out before Morrow can keep up. You know, if we see the supply differentiation, once he takes the 119, take out that Queen is actually huge. All these Banelings are going to explode. They don't take out the Thors, but the magic boxes will. Oh, here we go. More Thors coming up. That's good. Reinforcing Thors are going to do some good splash damage here. Not that much Mutalisk anymore, and this time there are SCVs. And you're going to try and take out some drones, but here the infestors are forced to use fungal growth. They're not going to have enough energy for Neuroparasite. Neuroparasite is not even being researched. And wow, just look at the amount of damage that's being done. I can't believe what's going on here. BratOK is actually pulling it off, and all these drones are being pulled. This is huge. Oh my lord, did you see all those drone kills? Holy drone kills going up right here, Batman. And there are so many Thors. There's actually 2 Thors. Another Thor coming up here, and BratOK is actually doing great macro with this. This hatchery is going to be well denied. This infestor up here, more Banelings and Zerglings, and a couple infestors down here, but suddenly Morrow is not able to use the amount of minerals he has effectively, and this is just crazy, crazy, crazy. So here we go. I'm sure people are just like screaming right now, just going, Thor OP, Thor OP, or not Thor OP, but Terran OP, just look at this. Well, no, I mean, BratOK was able to see his window of opportunity and effectively take it if he wins this game. And now that that infestation pit is gone, Neuroparasite can't even be researched, although it was not being researched. GG from Morrow, and BratOK was able to take the game with the most, I think, the coolest unit composition I think I've ever seen. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed casting it. My name is Nerdcraft. Please subscribe. That's it. I am out.